This is again Brother Chukuma from Source of Life. We're going to keep talking about the same subject that I was talking the other day about the dangers of some of us in our community that are bringing false informations, sometimes without bad intentions, even though some are doing it for bad intention and to scam or to get to the vulnerable, those who are the weakest from our community, to get to their pocket, or sometimes to create some type of following based on a cult movement. So I've talked about it in the past, and for me to be careful of those who sometimes want to profit from others without actually having really the best of intentions. And I've mentioned one Latin word to help you recognize some of those people who are talking about things like, alkaline food or other type of diet, ways of eating, or maybe other form of pseudoscience. There is a lot of pseudoscience in our community around crystals, chakras, astrology, etc. So we have to really be aware, and we have to be careful to understand how we can recognize some of those people out there, right? So the word I've actually talked about in the past is the word called ultra-crepidarian, someone who has no special knowledge of a subject but who expresses an opinion about it. The origin of the word is in Latin, ultra-crepidam is a Latin word expression meaning shoe make, not beyond the shoe, right? And this actually to warn individuals not to pass judgment beyond their expertise. And that's something in our community that we encounter quite a lot. People who are talking about subjects without no expertise whatsoever. They are using their emotions to try to convince you, sometimes even using their anger to try to convince you. Okay? So you have to beware of those ways of getting to the crowd, especially within the black community, to those who are vulnerable, and that people who are promising you health and wellness, people who are talking about alkaline food or other type of ways of eating, and mentioning words such as everlasting life. There is no such thing as living forever or everlasting life. And words like energy that is used by writers and practitioners of various esoteric forms of religious practices, spirituality, and alternative medicine to refer to a variety of claims, experiences, and phenomena that defy measurement and who can distinguish from scientific form of energy. There is no scientific evidence whatsoever for the existence of such energy, right? You have to make sure that a lot of the people who are talking to you about bad or good energy, they themselves have good intentions or bad intentions. I'm not saying again that all of the people out there who are onto those pseudoscience are thieves, scammers, and However, I'm just giving you tools to recognize those bad people in the crowd, especially when you're going to buy your your vegetables, or maybe to buy your herbs, or to buy um, your goods. In this time of precarity, inflations, people are profiting from the vulnerable mind, even on social media, right? Something else which we have to develop a little bit more. A lot of those sites, or YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, post or podcast, trying to lure you into often ideologies that are without expertise whatsoever. Right? I'm going to give you one example of someone that will talk about, let us say, hip hop, and never been in that music before. They wouldn't know the origin of that music. They wouldn't know the foundation, those who are the founders of that music. And it certainly wouldn't be able to explain to you in details all the genre that you have within hip hop, because they don't have no expertise. You can take every subject, it is exactly the same thing. So when it comes to alkaline food, you really have to be careful out there with people who are gonna be dogmatic, and I'm using the word dogmatic as to show you that some people are just narrow-minded, a little bit like believers in religions, right? They cannot listen to something new, and what they are telling you is only based around their own opinion, right? They will try to get you to believe and listen to whatever they say to facilitate your attention, and saying if you take this or that, that's gonna cure cancer, that's gonna help with your arthritis, with your indigestions, blah 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 blah. Some of the good ways of recognizing often those who are around this field called health and nutrition, just look at them. Just look at their hygiene. Just look at the way they look. Just look at how they present themselves. Okay, And before you are making an agreement with those practitioners, remember that to make an agreement with somebody that isn't necessarily agreeable, therefore you have to think of, what is really, what do they really want from me? Are they really here to help me? Or are they there to force something on me? Some type of belief, or do they want my money? What is their motivations to do what they are doing? Okay? It is very simple. So again, you have a lot of brothers and sisters out there talk to you about, and I know out there a guru or a teacher that talks about energy and that can bring back good energy within you. And they are using those words to often bring you into their own belief system, their own bubble. So you really, really, really have to be careful out there. I would suggest that one way of looking at practitioners, or people like myself who are in this field of health and nutrition, are obviously those who will not always want to be right. Listening skills as well is very important. Out there, some of those practitioners, herbalists, are not listening to you whatsoever. They are not listening whatsoever to the symptoms. And sometimes even we create some symptoms that you don't even have. Okay? So, wow, that's really, really ridiculous. So you have really to make sure when you engage yourself in this journey of changing your life, that you're meeting the right people, those who are honest, those who are trying to make what they are doing not just available to you, but to everyone. And what we, Source of Life, have been doing for the last couple years now is to try to make alkaline food something that will be compatible with modern medicine, right? That will increase health and wellness, not by having you to listen to what we are saying as if you are believers or members of a church or member of a cult group or a sect, but to have a relationship based on mutual friendship and listening to each other without dictating to one another, and without trying as well to be militant instead of being competent. A lot of people, if you ask them questions around scientific question, for example, and I was even myself one. Remember, we are learning. Somebody who isn't recognizing that at one point they were giving maybe wrong information, false information, without necessarily wanting to. And by updating their work, are now honest to admit that they were wrong. That's what we are trying to do with Source of Life. If you ask Christians around you, especially to all those practitioners in the field of alkaline food, following Dr. Sebi, if you say to them, do you know what's a protein or a vitamin? They will straight away tell you those things doesn't exist. Those things are actually invention. What? Inventions? You have to be able to provide evidence of what you are saying. And when you're not capable of looking at the foundations of or the origin of life, and to understand and to know what's protein or amino acid, which are the building block of life, how can you therefore say that those things doesn't exist? That's a big problem in our community. People talking without no expertise at all. Right? We gave you the word there, ultra crepidarian. Okay? And they are gonna make up things. In their militancy, they have no, or they are not competent whatsoever. They have not done no research whatsoever. And in 5 minutes, they want to destroy, in no conversations, subject that were studied for now hundreds of years. That's really stupid. They have to really, really be careful about who you are listening. Okay? Without having some big conflict out there. But this is for our own welfare and well-being. To be able to listen to each other. And you can take other subjects, it's the same thing. People who are militant or those who are anti-nuclear, if you ask them, why do we put neutrons into a nuclear engine? Ask them that question. So on and so forth. So on that, everyone, I just wanted to say thank you very much to have listened to me once more again. Be happy. Love yourself. Appreciate that moment which we have called present time, because we certainly don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, and what did happen yesterday, we certainly cannot go back to it or change that. to just learn to appreciate what you have right now. Appreciate, love every moment. Find good in everything. Again, this is Brother Chukuma at Source of Life. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, or you can go to Instagram too. Let me right now let you know our YouTube channel at Source of Life 1328, and Instagram Louis Mahmoud, LOUISMAMODE. We have plenty of great information, great shorts on alkaline food, herbs, seeds, oils, sea moss, alkaline food recipes, and more. So please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button when you see some of those posts, to help us grow what we are doing and to be able to give a bit more positive informations like those that we are giving right now. So thank you very much again, everyone, and don't forget our alkaline food every Friday from 12 till 4-5 o'clock in the afternoon, with some of the best alkaline recipes. Our menu on Dr. Sebi's list of food recommendations. Don't forget as well, from July, every Saturday from 5 till 7 o'clock, we are going to have our alkaline food workshop, where you can come ask relevant questions to us around alkaline food, herbal recipes, alkaline food recipes, sea moss recipes, and also questions around your ailments or what worries you, and if we can find the answers or help you find the answers with support and advice, we will also have some alkaline food available on sale on that day, with sea moss, music, not banging music obviously, because we're going to have nice and smooth African beats or whatever meditation music that we can have, arts, poetry. And if you want to join us, or if you have any art and craft that you want to come and sell on that day, please don't forget to contact me on 0741 233 8057. So again, thank you everyone. This is Brother Chukuma. Enjoy the day and see you again. Peace, black power, well-being, alkaline food power, and revolution non-stop. Woo!